is Chi and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy that you are here. My channel focuses on fashion and style, beauty, and overall fly girl lifestyle, right? So if that is your vibe, hit subscribe and hit that bell notification so you do not miss an upload. So this episode is going to focus on luxury and how we obtain luxury pieces for this fall season with a more economical price tag. If you're like me, this is the season and this is the time that you're really investing in the pieces in your wardrobe, right? So whether it's getting, a beautiful pair of leather boots or a statement bag or a new watch or, a beautiful coat or a leather jacket, whatever those pieces are, this is the time that you typically do that. And those pieces come with a pretty high price tag. I want to share about 8 to 10 tips on how do we obtain these luxury items at a more economical price tag, right? These are the 8 to 10 tips that I typically do before I hit add to cart, before I pass along my credit card. I always try to follow these tips and I want to make sure that I'm getting the best price for these luxury items and or these luxury brands. So my first tip to obtaining luxury brands is pre-loved or the vintage market. Listen, these luxury brands are going to continue to increase their prices, and it is a great opportunity to obtain some of these luxury brands but pay the fraction of the retail price, right? It's also a great way to enter the luxury space, and there's many pre-loved brands in the market, but my favorite pre-loved brand is Fashionphile, right? I'm always going to suggest Fashionphile. It is my favorite place to purchase pre-sale and luxury handbags and accessories. Like, I go to Fashionphile before I go anywhere else. It is the ultra luxury e-commerce resale or pre-owned brand that makes shopping sustainable and luxury accessible. I absolutely love shopping Fashionphile online and in their showroom. I live in New York City and they have a showroom in New York City. They also have locations in other cities. I'm going to put them up on the screen. So whenever you are buying luxury items, you want to feel, you want to have a luxurious experience. And that's what I love about Fashionphile. So you go into their beautiful showroom and for one, you're going to be inspired, right? You walk in there and you're like, I'm going to spend some money. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to spend some money, but then again, you just feel inspired. The people that work there is top-notch service. The experience is a luxurious experience. And when you are paying your money for luxury items, for luxury brands, you should have a luxurious experience. So, and that's why I love Fashionphile. So I'm always going to suggest Fashionphile. Last week, go into their showroom. I was talking to the manager and asked a couple of questions about their authentication process. What are some of the most coveted pieces of Fashionphile? And I just kind of walked around and I had my camera with me. I had my camera with me and I was like, this is going to be a great time to show you guys, for those who do not know about Fashionphile, for those who do not live in New York or a city that has a showroom. I wanted to give you that experience. So they have everything from Bottega to Chloe to Fendi to Hermès to Chanel, what else, to Cartier, to David Yurman, to Tiffany's. They have great pieces. And what I love about Fashionphile is that they have such a wide variety in their assortment, from footwear to jewelry to accessories. You can find so many things from Marc Jacobs' time at Louis Vuitton to Tom Ford at Gucci to, John Galliano at Dior. They just have such a wide range of luxury items. It's like a kid in a candy store. It's like a kid in a candy store, and they are going to ensure that you have the best price for your luxury item. And if you're in the store, that you're going to have a great experience in store. And they provide a great luxury experience online, right? So if you're not, able to go into a showroom, online, you can see the entire assortment that they offer. And while I was at Fashionphile showroom, I was talking to the manager and I got some really amazing insider tips to share with you all. So if you're not familiar with Fashionphile, they're one of the top spots for buying pre-loved luxury items. And what I love about this place is that everything you see here goes through a very serious authentication process to make sure you're getting the real deal. So let me show you how it works. So when you receive a bag, their authentication team carefully inspects it. They compare details like the hardware, the stitching, the structure, and even the weight to other models they've authenticated before. Every detail has a lineup, which means you can shop confidently, knowing that your new to you Chanel or Hermès is 100% authentic. Also, speaking of brands too, Chanel, Hermès, Goyard, and Louis Vuitton and Rolexes are their most popular. And I will always suggest before you go to the actual stores to spend full price for these items, look at Fashionphile first. I'm sure you're gonna find a steal. You're gonna see that rare find, you know, something that you've always wanted for a great price. Also, I asked the Fashionphile team what their best-selling bags are this year and what are the top of the list. And it is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis, the Chanel wallet on chain, the Gucci Marmont chain, Hermès Eveline, and the YSL Lou camera bag. And that's so interesting. Their top selling bags are those bags. So I also learned some tips on, you know, navigating their website to look for the best deals. Check out the bags on Fashionphile's shows wear section. These items may have a little wear and a little tear, but they're still in great condition, and the prices are even better. And their personal shopper service can give you more details on the conditions of the bags before you even buy it, so you're not surprised. I don't have a personal shopper at Fashionphile, but I know some of the employees and they're super nice, and I can call up and say, hey, I'm looking at this bag. What does it look like? What's the condition of it? Where are the tears? Where are the rips? Where are the scuffs? Where are the ink marks? And that's what I love about Fashionphile, because it's personal, right? And again, I'm talking about that luxury experience that Fashionphile provides. Absolutely love that. So I had a good time. Hopefully, if you're in the New York City area or any of those cities where you can find a Fashionphile showroom, and you are in the market for, you know, a new Rolex, right? Or a new Louis Vuitton bag, even an Hermès, dip into the showroom. I promise you, you're going to have a great experience. The team is amazing, especially the one in New York.
And if you can't get into a location or a showroom, just go on the website or download the app. I absolutely love the app because it's like shopping on the go.
They also have this program where you can hold an item for 60 days. You give a deposit, and for 60 days you can continue to pay on it, and then you'll have your luxury bag. So they give so many incentives and programs for you to be able to obtain these luxury brands at an economical price. Absolutely love that for us, and I'm glad that Fashionphile offers that type of a program. So whether you're buying your first luxury bag or adding another to your collection, Fashionphile makes it so easy for you to get an authentic luxury brand item at a great price. So thank you, Fashionphile, for allowing me into your showroom to show this community all of the great things that you have in store. So if you don't know about Fashionphile, check it out. And if you do know about Fashionphile and you are in the market of a new luxury item for this fall, check them out. And check out the description below, because I've curated a list of my favorites that's on the Fashionphile website right now that I absolutely love at a great price too. All right, so let's get to the next tip. So my next tip to obtaining luxury items and or luxury brands at a more economical price tag is outlet shopping and sample sales. The pre-loved market was my number one. Number two is go to the outlet stores and go to a sample sale. I know for outlet malls, there is this myth of, you know, outlet malls is nothing but unsold inventory of the retail space. Yes, in some instances that is correct, but a lot of brands have been investing in creating internal teams that's solely designed for the outlet. You have a designer, you have a full production team, materials team, you have a full buying, merchandising, you have a full team to dedicate to outlet. A lot of these brands have invested in a team to produce outlet product, right? So it's still a part of that brand's ethos. It still gives all of the details of that brand. It's just at a lower cost. But there is instances, past seasons, you know, unsold inventory, they ship it to the outlet, which is also good too, right? I just scored this beautiful plum wool Saint Laurent coat that was from last season, and I was in the Saint Laurent store at Woodbury Commons and I scored it. When I tell you, it was literally a fraction of the price. This coat goes for about like $7 grand, and I got it for under $1,000. Under $1,000 at the outlet mall. So do not sleep on the outlet mall, guys. Do not sleep on it. I've also seen current season items at an outlet mall, right? So you have this vast variety of options at outlet malls. Last year I was in Florence and I went to the Florence outlet mall. Baby, when I tell you that was my best shopping experience ever in my life. I know that sounds so dramatic. It sounds so dramatic. Being able to shop luxury brands and I could afford it. And I walk into a luxury space and I just look at the price tags and I'm like, damn, I cannot afford this, right? I cannot afford this. I love to go to a space and some of my favorite luxury brands and I could actually put down my card. So I love an outlet mall. I think there are some outlet malls that's like, So you just have to do the research on what are some of the best outlet malls to go to for luxury brands. There's a popular one in LA, Miami, the Florence, Paris. Woodbury Commons has gotten so much better over the years. Also, don't sleep on sample sales. So I know sample sales can be a little daunting. They can be a little stressful. You got long lines. I understand that. I totally understand that, but they're worth getting your names on those lists so, you know, you can have the option. And I'm going to link some of the best outlet malls that I know of, right? If you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. And I'm also going to share some sample sales, like the 260 sample sale, the Current Affair Vintage Shop showroom trade show that happens that have a lot of luxury items. So it's not a sample sale, it's more of a trade show, a trunk show. So I'm going to link all of that below. I'm telling you, it is the way to go to get some luxury items at an affordable price. Next is off-season shopping. Love to buy a coat in the summertime. I love to buy sandals in the wintertime. And that strategy really works with timeless things, right? You want to ensure that you're not, you know, buying any trendy off-season items because the likelihood of you wearing it the next season might be slim. For instance, it's this Kate leather motorcycle jacket that I'm looking at, right? Right now, I can't really afford it. Right now, it's $7,000, $6,000. But maybe, you know, when we get into spring, summer, it's going to be half that. Right? Or it's going to be even lower than half, right? And that's the time to buy it when it's not in season. This one is a good one. The next tip is private Facebook groups and communities. I was reading, I forget what I was reading, and they were saying that this is a rise in the luxury space, that there's these private Facebook groups and private communities online that just share different deals. There are plenty of personal shoppers on social media that will get you the best deals on these luxury items. One of my favorites, and I have not shopped with her yet, but I see that she is always sharing some of the deals for luxury items, and they be really cheap. And her name is Fashion Sherlock online, and I've mentioned her on my page before. Personal shoppers and these private groups. This is a great way to obtain luxury brands. My family is screaming in the background. Sorry. This is a great tip to obtaining luxury brands at a great price. So another tip is luxury auctions. Yes, the Sotheby's, the Christie's, like they auction off luxury brands, right? There's also local auctions. They do have an authentication process. So remember, whenever you are buying luxury items, child, even though you are spending a fraction of the price for these luxury items, they're still going to be a pretty penny, right? They're not going to be $20 and $30 things, right? You're spending over hundreds of dollars for these pieces. So you want to make sure all of these strategies that I'm sharing, you just want to make sure at the forefront that you are buying the authentic piece. Another way to obtain luxury brands is the designer collaborations, right? I love a designer collaboration. Right now, currently, J. Crew is doing a designer collaboration with Christopher John Rogers. Even though these luxury brands are collaborating with brands that are more affordable, the items are still considered luxury, right? There's still going to be a premium price point. They're still going to use the higher quality fabrics. I would never forget, Janae had told me about the Mugler and the H&M collaboration. I didn't buy any pieces from there, but she was saying that when she compared her regular Mugler, full price to the Mugler H&M, she was like, I did not see a difference. Shopping those designer collaborations are going to be clutch with when, obtaining luxury at an affordable price. Another strategy is trading consignment shops, right? When you are looking for these luxury items, right, it's always great to have that option to then trade in something to get a store credit to then be able to apply it to your new luxury item, right? That is a great way to obtain luxury at a more economical cost. And it's a great way to kind of balance out your wardrobe, making sure that you're taking full inventory of your wardrobe and getting rid of some of the things that you don't necessarily wear anymore. But it's a great option because that money can be applied to your next purchase. Currently, I am looking to sell one of my Chanel bags because I just don't reach for it anymore, right? I don't reach for it anymore, and I'm looking to buy another bag. So that's one of my strategies, right? I'm going to sell that bag, take that money, put more money to that so I can get a new luxury item. And I love that option. I love that option because it's an economical one, right? And it's a good business deal. Another option is renting luxury. So though it might not be, buying it and keeping it in your wardrobe for a very long time, at least there's these platforms that you can actually rent. And these brands have an option to buy, right? So it's kind of like leasing a car, right? You lease a car with your option to buy, and these brands and companies do the same for luxury items. I also love that option because it gives you the opportunity to test it out, right? Like you're test driving the car before you actually buy it. Renting luxury is a great option as well. Last, not my favorite option, but it is an option, and it's the loyalty programs that these brands have, right? So every time you buy something, right, you get a point or 2 points. I do appreciate the Bloomingdale's loyalty program, right? Because I'm always finding, some bucks and some cash that I could put towards my luxury spending. Some programs are better than others. And for me, if there's a way to save a couple of dollars on luxury shopping, why not? And I can appreciate loyalty programs. I was in Banana Republic the other day, and you know how Banana Republic, The Gap, and Old Navy, they share the loyalty program. So every time, me and my family buy something from Old Navy or The Gap and Banana Republic, these points. I was in Banana Republic and I was buying a cashmere sweater, and when the young lady at the counter pulled up my profile, I had about $25 off. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're buying a cashmere sweater, the $25 is a great deal. The $25 off is a great deal. So I was like, yes, apply it to this, please. And I just felt so good because I was getting some money taken off. So don't sleep on a loyalty program. Again, some brands have better loyalty programs than others, but still a great option to obtaining, some luxury items and luxury brands at a lower cost. All right, love, so that's it. Those are my tips. I think I gave you about 8 or 9. I kind of lost track. But those are some of the tips that I follow whenever I am, on the hunt or in the market for any luxe items or luxury brand items. But oh my God, totally forgot to mention one of my number one strategies I use is that I just use my husband's Amex. So that's how I obtain luxury. But I do want to leave you with this thought, right? Luxury is a state of mind, but luxury is truly subjective. What feels luxurious to me might look different for you, right? And that's the beauty of it. It's not about a price tag or the label, but it's how it makes you feel, right? It's about how this is incorporated into your life. It's about, what brings you joy. And whether it's a designer bag or a beautifully made coat or something really sentimental, luxury is what you make it. So you can take these tips and apply them to whatever you deem as luxury, right? Whether it's high fashion or those special quality pieces that elevate your everyday life. Remember, it's all about feeling your best in whatever you choose. So go out there, treat yourself because you deserve it, right? And whatever that looks like, whatever luxury lens that looks like, just make sure that it's you love it, and it brings you joy. All right, guys, I hope my tips helped. Comment below on your favorite tip. Also comment below if there's things that I didn't mention in this video that you follow that's helped you. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your friends. Do all the things, and I will speak to you in the next video. Until then, keep it safe, keep it cute, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys.